Hey guys, welcome to today's video. Today we're playing a Sunsoft game, Days Before Christmas. Interesting. Let's just jump right in, right? Only days before Christmas, Santa slept in his house. An evil plot was brewing, cooked up by an awful louse. The cold and evil snowman scared all the elves away. Timekeepers stole plans from Santa's house that day. But for all the vicious louse, this wasn't bad enough. I'm really gonna show 'em. I'm gonna play rough. Alright. He tore the presents open and on them cast a spell. That's when Santa woke up. Something wasn't well. All his elves had vanished, and presents also gone, and threats were awaiting, surely more than one. Beware the magic potion, calling Santa's evil twin, the angry Anti-Claus, his fiend from within. So Anti must be Santa, pick up presents all the way, to face the foes so bravely and make it through the day. So beat the evil bosses who's lurking in the dark, find his sleigh and his reindeer, set out to make his mark. Find every stolen present that was unjustly craved. For every kid on earth, Christmas must be saved. Interesting. Santa's hallway. Alright, Santa's very slow and clunky. Alright, it feels more like this was a gimmicky thing than anything else. Alright, so we only have 2 buttons in reality. Okay, we can't, yeah. Out of the 6 buttons, only 2 work. Okay, we don't want to... we don't want to do that. We want to try to figure out how to go down first. Oh, it was a trap. Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, this feels more gimmicky than anything else, honestly. Alright, so it's a forced thing, so I can't even see how to get down there. Oh well, we'll just continue pressing on and see if we can't figure it out. It's not playing very well. It's very jerky, it's slow, it's clunky. Alright, that's how we get there. Alright, so that's just trapped. I mean, they're throwing extra... I'm assuming those are extra lives, or health. I guess it could be health. At us like it's going out of season. I think we missed a bit of stuff. I mean, honestly, it's not a very well done game. It feels very gimmicky. I think they put more work into the Night Before Christmas thing at the beginning than they actually did the game. I mean, the level design is pretty boring. Well, that sucked. I didn't see anywhere to go from there. Oh, That is where we were supposed to go. Into the ice cave. Okay. I thought we died. Rescued reindeer. We have fire powers now. Interesting. Oh. He doesn't handle well enough for this. It's a platformer with poor platforming abilities. We turn into Krampus. Well, we can't pick up presents while we're Krampus. I mean, honestly, the game is very, very basic. It's a platformer with poor controls. Level design, I mean, this level actually is a little bit better than the other ones, but I mean, it's still pretty basic. It's not overly difficult. I mean, there's not enough going on to be difficult, really. I think the hardest part is just how slow and unresponsive your guy is to be on a platformer. Other than that, I mean... you die more because you go to jump and when you're run jumping and him not jumping than anything else. But I mean, the game in and of itself is mediocre at best. The controls kind of suck. It seems like they just threw something together for Christmas and, you know, didn't really care too much. I mean, it's Sunsoft and that's kind of their MO. Like, they put out a lot of just, you know, very bare minimum game. Like, the game plays and there's a game there. It's not like a half measure, but it's really nothing to be overly, and there's nothing really there to stand out or be like, oh, that's a good game or whatever. It's very basic. I mean, like I said, there's not a lot going on. Most of the levels just filled with some absolute bare minimums, basic platforming with a guy that doesn't control all as well as it could. Very minimalistic enemies with not very well thought out like enemy design. I mean, instead of birds, it's helicopters, but they do almost the exact same thing. You got like the jack-in-the-boxes and stuff. I mean, that we die on. Okay, fair. But all in all, like, the game's playable. Like, I can't say it's unplayable. It is. It's finished. It's playable. It's there. But as a whole, it's not well done. It's not very good. It's pretty slow. It's not as responsive as you would like for a kind of game like this. I mean, they put some effort into like how he moves, and like I like the little hat, and there's little nuances that, you know, it's silly, it's fun. It's definitely a good game for younger kids. This is not a game for anyone very over the age of like 10, 12, something like that, you know? Like, it's fine for younger kids, but it's very not good for anybody else. It doesn't play very well. It's boring. It's very mediocre. The level designs are there, but I mean, we're doing the same thing again. Like, hey, look, it's a helicopter. Like, there's nothing really... It's almost like they cut and pasted this whole thing. Okay, so we can't move this. We just ride it. You just ride it. But again, I mean, there's a level here, but it's not really very in... It's not very inventive. It's not overly creative. It looks nice. I mean, the game does have that nice look to it, and you could definitely see the, you know, 16-bit, and they did a lot of the newer graphic style at the time. Kind of cartoony, but you know. I mean, more of the same. See, I jumped forward. It did not jump me forward. Are we starting? Here's the good question. Beginning or... No. Okay, cool. Oh, I wonder if the bells are the... kind of the checkpoints. Yeah, so we're right here. But like, it just a really unresponsive. Just because you hit the button doesn't mean it actually works. I mean, like you can see the same thing. It really does feel copy and pasted, just over and over and over again. Like, it feels good for a first little bit, and then you're just like, okay, this is dumb. Like, I mean, other than some kind of glitches in, not necessarily glitches, but just poor controls and falling down, I mean, there hasn't been a lot of worry about dying. I mean, we could pretty much run through this level, it seems like. Luckily, we stopped. I mean, it's all the basic tropes that you will normally see in any platformer, really. Now we get to the whole things popping out of the water. Obviously, you know, you gotta have that. Now we get multi-level, so we can't just fire because things are out of range of us. So, like, all the tropes are there. All right, even this is, for a boss, is sad. Okay, so we gotta hit him in the head. It doesn't matter. Oh, I guess mini boss. Okay. That's better to see as a mini boss than as a boss. Oh, no. Kind of was kind of a boss. Oh, no. Like, the game is playable. The game is decent. The game looks good. Unfortunately, the controls a little sluggish. A little unresponsive. You're going to die a few times where you're trying to jump forward and it doesn't quite do it. As we saw a lot of taking damage. I mean, that's most of the time we did damage. We got damage dealt to us. Is falling onto the spikes because we couldn't, oh, now we got, okay, so now we're doing the dropping off the presents into the chimneys. Yeah, honestly, this sucks. We did poorly. I mean, we're doing better now. But yeah, that wasn't... At least we have a save. I mean, that's nice. We have to go through all that to get the password. I mean, it looks like there's, what, 23 levels? No, it looks like there's... I mean, 4 times 2, 4, 6 is way more than 23. So there's 24, but I don't see the 24th one. I see 22. Oh, there's 24 hidden. Alright. I mean, all in all, it's a playable game. It's nothing really spectacular. You could definitely tell it was a Christmas cash grab. That they did a decent job. It's not as shovelware as we have seen on this channel by any means, but it does feel a little shovelware-ish, where they didn't put a ton of work into the game itself. They made it pretty much to the basic standards they can for, like, you know, the game being playable and the level design and everything. But as you can see, very basic enemies throughout the level, not a lot going on. All the tropes, you know, the cloud thing that disappears, the back and forth with something jumping out at the bottom with you, and then we had a flying level that we have to drop stuff. All in all, like, very basic, very everything you kind of expect in a scroller. Just nothing that write home about, nothing overly special, nothing overly well done. Controls are kind of sluggish, Santa's a little sluggish. I mean, it looks decent, it plays okay. But it is definitely a cash grab for a much younger audience. This is not a for all ages kind of game. It's really more for a bunch of younger kids. Younger kids than older. Because as we've seen, it's a very easy game. You just kind of blow through it. If it wasn't for the controls, you'd pretty much never get hurt or die for the most part. The end, like the boss fight, was really boring and basic. Like there wasn't anything going on there. It was a first, but still, like, could have been more. It's definitely kind of feels a Sunsoft game where it's almost bare minimum, where you can't say it's terrible, where it's playable and everything's there, all the pieces, but, you know, all the pieces are there, but it's one of those 15-piece kid puzzles rather than, you know, the 500-piece, you know, adult ones, so to speak. You know, more or less. So it's playable, it's decent, it's okay, but it's definitely nothing that you really go out of your way to play. It would definitely be a rental more than anything else. It would be a disappointing purchase. But all in all, for a weekend playing as a younger kid, it would definitely work. Other than that, I don't really see any real redeeming factor or quality in the game whatsoever. So with that being said, guys, thanks for joining. Until next time, you guys have a good one.